Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Our streak has surpassed our previous streak. That's exciting, and we're going to celebrate by having Aquarius, Book of Secrets, the Hermit card, GZFW0LS9. In Canada, don't they pronounce Z as Z? Yes, but after years of, speaking primarily with people from the United States of America, I have tended to Americanize some of my speech, but really it allows me to, Z when I want a Z, and Z when I want a Z. And honestly, if that's not the spirit of North American living, then I don't know what is. What is the spirit of North American living? The luxury of low population densities, if desired, I suppose? Mountainous areas? Well, this is a lovely situation. I kind of would like to get Keybeggar, and I don't mind spending a heart to do it, but at the same time, it's Keybeggar. So, what do I really stand to gain for my sacrifice? Effectively, jack and shit put together. I actually feel like I'd rather... We're gonna take half a spirit heart, no doubt. Okay, Tomo, you wanna leave now? You're hot, then you're cold. You're in, then you're out. You're yeah, and you're no. I don't remember the lyrics too well. I think I pretty much nailed it there. What I was going to say is we could use our Hermit card to get out and save half a red heart, but why don't we save our Hermit card and use it to maybe save half a spirit heart in the future, or save us having to fight on a boss trap room or a mob trap room, etc., etc. We actually have an okay setup right now, and I'm doing my darndest here. Again, trying to watch my language. Doing my darndest here to use Aquarius effectively. Set down like a little bit of a moat, if you will. Well, that didn't help out too much, but set up a little bit of a moat, if you will, and I wish you would, to block out some of these enemies. We can get, like, the entrance plugged up here, like a freaking wine cork or something like that. Is that what they call it, a wine cork? And then when the spiders try to get out, they're all going to get stuffed by the cork. This doesn't sound quite right. All right, there's our spirit heart. We'll take that right now. We're fighting Ragman because on every Eden run, you have to fight Ragman, or it doesn't even count. I really thought that possibly Aquarius was going to be enough to kill the spider, but apparently that's not the case, but that's okay. Just really get him to stand on this Aquarius trail for as long as possible. You never know how long you're going to be stuck on a Ragman fight. And you never know how long you're going to be stuck with this dang Aquarius as our principal damage dealer, unfortunately. So, for now, I think we should really just be happy that we even have Aquarius. It could have easily had something substantially worse than this that didn't give us any advantage. Now, we probably could have had something substantially better as well if you want to get optimistic about things, but I try to deal with the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is we're in this situation right now. All we gotta do is give ourselves the best chance possible to deal with the devil, and that's really the only thing that we can do in order to give ourselves the greatest line that we can possibly get. The PGR Gran Turismo Forza Motorsport style green line that allows us to take the curves without hitting the brakes, accelerate through the apex, and then find ourselves in a lovely situation in which we're passing the opposition. Hopefully this ends up being the case here, but this item room is going to be pretty pivotal. We just got HP from the boss, and Nod Leaf from our item room. It's actually really good. It's just not really good right now, but far be it for me to be picky. On the scale of, like, useful, useless, it's somewhere in the middle, which is useful, but not right now. Like that classy Aussie, or classy and classic. That's the words often used to describe the Lord of Pop, I believe is his name, Ozzy Osbourne. But that classic Ozzy Osbourne song, Crazy Train. Useful, but not quite right now. I'd rather have a tears up. Wow. We've all been there. And I don't mean on vacation. Just form like a little button hook here that we can get these guys trapped in. Make a little hot dog bun for them to put their sausages in. And it didn't come out the way I intended, or did it? This is clearly not going to help us out too much, so I guess we're just going to head down, go to the boss fight. We still have half our spirit heart, or we have our half spirit heart protecting us. We don't have half of our spirit heart. That doesn't really make any sense. I really doubt this can find anything for us, and I kind of botched my push there as well, but this could be a big swing for us, actually. So, what's my dream scenario here? Like, beat the boss, get the deal with the devil. Deal with the devil's like 9 lives, and then a good damage item. And then we go into our boss trap room, crack it open, get a guppy item, and hermit card out. I mean, this is a lot of moving parts involved in this master plan that I've created for myself here, and the odds of one of those things coming true might be modest, but the odds of all of them coming true consecutively here are fairly low. But let's get started. Doesn't matter what we get from the boss. I didn't specify what we have to get from the boss in order for this plan to succeed. I just specified get a deal with the devil, 9 lives, and something that improves our DPS. Please blow yourself up with a bomb. It's really like the only thing that can save me from this purgatorial standpoint we're in here. We can't take another hit or we will lose our deal with the devil chance. Good hermit card out. Try to mess it up a little. Oh my god, that was so close. We also do have a bomb, which I really should have just used on like the tinted rock that was back there. Please just get in my belly, as Mike Myers would say. Oh, you didn't know Mike Myers played Fat Bastard? You thought it was an actually morbidly obese Scotsman? That's the power of acting right there. We're going to take empty vessels. So my plan has failed pretty miserably so far. But we're still in this. I mean, empty vessel's a great item. We should, yeah, I was going to say right here. Bomb and a key. Small Rocky, I mean, this is okay. Small Rocky. Hey, Mickey, I want you to train me. The problem is that in order to do the Rocky voice, you gotta go real deep, and then for a tiny man, it just doesn't sound like Sylvester Stallone anymore, you know? It just sounds, it sounds like a cartoon character. Oh, we gotta take it. Tiny Sylvester Stallone sounds like a lackey for like a movie about like criminal animals. Hey, come on, Mickey. You said you'd give me some of the dog chow if I robbed the bank with you. Hey, come on, Mickey. You said you'd give me some of the dog chow if I robbed the bank with you. Search your feelings, you know it to be true. So, Dr. Fetus, fun item. Is it an incredible setup right now? It is probably not incredible, but it's pretty good. I think it's improved our run. Our damage is a lot better, but we do lack in a few different departments here. Namely, it would be really nice to have more bombs shot every time we shot a bomb, or have other bomb synergies associated with them. For example, what about a homing bomb? That item exists. Hot bombs, poison bombs, bombs that hurt every enemy. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Any bomb you'd like, choose it. Want some sticky bombs? There's nothing to it. Willy Wonka, well, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, anybody? Anybody heard of this, you know, low-key, all-time classic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Citizen Kane, anybody heard of this? Carbon. Anybody else out there a big fan of consuming carbon to fuel metabolic processes? I knew it. There's a couple of my carbon bros out here. To a spade. It's just going to pop it right away. And there we go. 20 keys. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. But I'm still going to take the damage and save our Hermit card. Because now, like, Boss Rush exists. It's in the cards for us. So, Satanic Bible may well just give us the win, honestly. I don't want to get too cocky just yet, but I think it's extremely likely we end up pulling out a win out of this. And we may use Hermit card for that, or we may use it for something else. But first we should go to our shop. Ooh, really glad I made the effort to pick that one up. It's amazing, you know, it's only one floor since we were a little bit underpowered, but we've already kind of gotten out over top of this one. And we've got Empty Vessel doing nothing for us, but that could be a big pivot in our future. I don't think we care about anything here, unfortunately. I mean, we have 20 keys, so I'm not going to consider it like an enormous loss or anything that we spent one there, but it's like we could buy the Bible, and then the Bible's never going to show up again, which is nice for us, because we can take the Rosary guilt-free, but is that really worth, like, 15 cents right now? I'd say probably not, right? You never know if we might need that for Spirit Hearts in the future. Why not buy a Spirit Heart in there, then? Well, we don't need it for Spirit Hearts right now, do we? We might need that money for, you know, Chaoses later or something like that. Got a regular old Judgment. I think you just play it. You saved your money on this floor. Play the Judgment, maybe grab some more HP or something. You never know. Could be handy, considering we have Dr. Fetus here. A little bit of a dangerous item from time to time. and if we run out of money without getting an item, we'll just blow them up, get a better deal with the devil chance, but I'd say it's pretty unlikely. So far, we've spent like 12 cents on a key, and then it's like 15 cents on a key and 2 bombs. That's market value, unfortunately for us. And Luckfoot, I'd say that's totally worth it. Now, I would like 3 more cents maybe, so I could get an arcade on the next floor, but not the end of the world either way. Getting a little trickier to land these shots in here, but when we get them, oh, we got them. And the halo is beautiful. So that was actually probably one of the biggest floors we could possibly imagine, short of just getting like Epic Fetus for basically no reason. So, all stats up. By the way, we shoot bombs now. That's my new name for Dr. Fetus. Now it's called By the Way We Shoot Bombs now. Luckfoot is good. That's my new name for Luckfoot. And Small Rock was the floor before. But still, very, very solid bit of time there. And actually, I can fire bombs fast enough that they can hurt one and they can, like, deflect off themselves now. So, be cautious with that. But as of right now, it's going fine. Luck up, luck up, luck up, luck up. No. There is a tinted rock there. I could still, you know, I would love to get golden chests. Especially if we can get, like, a cricket's head or something. But 2 spirit hearts, also good. You can see we're starting to get that Isaac momentum, you know? It's like being on a bicycle. Think about being on a bike, you know? The harder you pedal right now, the more that benefits you later. Because you've got to pedal less to get up to the same RPMs, you know? The work you put in now is something that you can coast on later. Or it just makes you go faster, which is, you know, another thing that's, I guess, good. But at the same time, it doesn't really fit the purposes of this metaphor here. I'm a big fan of the metaphor. Fire Mine does work. Basically gives us hot bombs. So that's like a use of Fire Mind. An item that most of the time I kind of shit on. For semi-good reason, I think. Hierophant, also great. We're probably, I was going to say, full HP. I don't really care to go to our shop, to be honest with you. I can't hit any of these enemies. This is news to me. I didn't realize I was bad at Isaac, but apparently the game is seeing fit to explain to me the gaps in my knowledge that I didn't understand before. Kinda think we just go fight the boss. Save our money for the next floor. Feels like I'm saving money for the next floor. Hey, 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 you know, Guns N' Roses. You probably know Guns N' Roses. Come on. Tell me kids these days don't know Guns N' Roses. What's next? You gonna tell me they don't know Carbon? Take our HP. And we'll move along here. Mostly because I don't want to be tempted to blow up our donation machine. Be nice to the donation machine. It's been nice to us recently. So it really does look like this Hermit card is probably going to be saved for Boss Rush. Thank God I didn't use it on the first floor. I had no idea how useful it would become in the end. I mean, in the end, as we all know from the Linkin Park days, it doesn't even matter. I always thought that was like a really good message for the nation's youth. You're like, hey, Earth might be, you know, cycling into environmental degradation. You know, no planet is going to be left behind to our grandkids, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. You're like, oh, all right. Sure, drive me to the Dairy Queen. Who cares then? Punch it, you know? Should I dump my... I like to imagine that, you know, chemical plant CEOs were, like, listening to that music while they dumped, like, toxic waste into riverbeds and stuff. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, and it's just like somebody cracking open paint cans and dumping it into a sewer grate somewhere. By the way, I don't blame Linkin Park for that. You know, you hate the player, not the game. Something like that. Hate the game, not the player? I think sometimes you can hate either or both, to be honest with you. I don't think that statement holds true. Hate the player, not the game, or hate the game, not the player. I think you should evaluate each situation and hate what you want to hate. As Blue October said, hate me today, hate me tomorrow. Don't really care about picking up bombs anymore. We're pretty bomb rich, if we're being honest. We have approximately infinity right now, so that's pretty solid. And you'll notice I didn't actually pick up those batteries back there, even though they would give us extra black hearts. I mean, I don't mean to be cocky. That's a little bit of an indication of how I feel about... Ooh, AWAS. A little bit of an indication of how I feel about this run in general right now. And how I feel about this run in general is that we are absolutely fucking stone cold Steve Austin stunning this one. Which is to say that we're probably going to win. And it seems pretty seems pretty handily so far. I'm going to donate like all of our money. And at least as much as we can. And I don't really care about having a battery charge here. Liberty Cap giving us a little mapping here, which I appreciate. It's about as good as the Book of Secrets. Is that the Book of Secrets? What's the book called that allows you to... Book of Shadows is the one that lets you get invincibility. I was trying to think of which one was the Blair Witch Project 2. And it's Blair Witch Project 2 Book of Shadows, not Book of Secrets. Yes, okay. Grab this. Do some damage. Please stop jumping. My bombs are traveling through you for some reason that I am not fully privy to. We don't need to deal with the devil here. Thankfully, we did not get one, so we got a better chance of getting one on the next floor. That was a great bit of damage. Real happy about that. Let's head downwards. And I'm really happy that at least we have some boss rush chances here. I mean, we have the obvious near guarantee of getting to boss rush. Okay, this is 7 red chests. I think I'm going to crack them all, because we've got such a good chance to get Spirit Hearts back from them anyway, and even if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Look at that, free deal with the devil. Well, if you're gonna get fucked by taking the Razor Blade anyway, or by taking 9 lives anyway, you might as well take the Razor Blade first, just to, I don't know, take it out of the equation or whatever. We got 1 left. We could have just shot these out, I suppose, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, we definitely should have just done that instead, but again, not a big deal at all. I don't think we worry about that. I really don't think we've got a great chance to become Guppy, but 9 lives is peace of mind. This summer, 9 lives is peace of mind. I thought that they should have cast somebody of the original character's race for that. I'm just saying, okay? 9 lives is a cat. There's no way a human could possibly play a cat-based superhero. The degree of agility required to execute those amazing, death-defying feline acrobatics. It's all politics these days. We should definitely go to our curse room. You know, our lack of HP is temporary. Pain is temporary. Glory is permanent. That's what I've always said. Just remember that when you got like a really banal chore that you don't want to do, like should I really clip my fingernails? It takes 45 seconds. Just imagine Terry Crews in your face. Pain is temporary. Glory is eternal. Yeah, but what does it have to do with cutting my fingernails? Pain is temporary. Glory is eternal. Now go buy some Old Spice. Ooh, that was close. That was close to me getting sued by the Old Spice Corporation, which would be kind of a tragedy because I tend to get Old Spice. And that was also my name when I auditioned for Britain's girl power-based pop group in the 1990s. But anyway, as far as deodorants go, look, I'm not picky. But I remember being like 15. When you're 15... the whole world of courtship is usually a mystery to you. I don't know, kids these days might be boning left, right, and center. Maybe, but back in the antiquated days of the mid-2000s, love was a battlefield. Which is why that song absolutely came out during that era. Well, this is good. Take the pill. Oh, there's another tinted rock I didn't notice. Golden chest. Not a golden chest, but I guess the Spirit Hearts are also great as well. Doesn't really matter what we got here. Hermit's actually better because we haven't been to our shop yet, so we can still save a key. And, you know, you watch those deodorant commercials and you're like, maybe Axe deodorant will lead to women throwing themselves all over me when I'm in the grocery store. Even though that makes... So, Dad, obviously I don't believe that, but on the off chance that maybe there's like a 1% chance it happens, why wouldn't I buy Axe? You'd feel real dumb if your friend came to you and was like, hey man, the Axe commercial happened to me. You'd be like, I missed out on that train. But for me, I usually buy whatever's on sale at the grocery store that doesn't smell bad. For the most part, that leaves you with Old Spice. I got nothing against Old Spice. I think they've done a great job, you know, rebranding themselves. It was like what the dock workers union used to wear. Emblematic of men in their late 50s in the working class. And now Terry Crews, Bruce Campbell, and Tim Heidecker have turned it into a hip brand. Nothing wrong with that. That's the power of marketing. I don't share what a lot of people believe. And I'm not just saying this because advertisers pay for my groceries. Indirectly or directly. But I don't believe that marketing is like, oh, HTC Vive update. No thank you. I'm in the middle of recording an Isaac episode right now. And I'm not playing this on my HTC Vive. This is an ill-advised time for this. You know, I believe that most of the time, marketing, you either just ignore it, or maybe it introduces you to a sandwich at a local fast food chain. You weren't aware it was being sold, and you say, maybe I'll make a trip there this week. So I got nothing against these Old Spice ads. Or these Old Spice dads, which is the name of my Spice Girls cover group. That I have not yet gotten my own eligibility for because of the fact that I'm not quite dadly enough. Am I not dadly enough for the Old Spice dads? Daddy, daddy. I don't want to get too much footage of me saying daddy. You never know how the internet's going to use that against you. Oh, alright. Steam actually feels like it's just going to restart on me here. Don't go away, Steam. I don't want an HTC Vive update right. Oh, it's like super freezing. As long as it doesn't restart my computer. Oh my god, what is going on here? Stop! We gotta stand inside of the fire like Garth Brooks. I think I hear Kate shouting from the other room, like, exactly the same thing. Like, Kate, I don't want the Vive update right now! I am a streamer who probably wants to stream again. Valve, forgive me. Valve, forgive me. Firmware I have not integrated yet. Sometimes I need to stream alone. We made it in, but we can't go to the deal with the devil or we'll be out again. Don't update my Vive. Don't update my Vive. I can finish Isaac runs in 15 minutes or less. I got my relic, got my guppy, got my bombs, I am the best. Saying don't update my Vive. Don't update my Vive. Don't update my Vive. Oh my god, what are you doing, Steam? You had to do it at 8:30 on a Monday, didn't you? You just couldn't wait. We got algaes. Question mark card. You might as well use a question mark card right now. The world? The magician. We're gonna take the world. It's yours! There's a lot of references in this episode thus far. Hopefully that didn't fuck up and desync the recording. It's always lovely when that happens, but... And by always, I mean never! Alright, this is the weirdest, like, longest floor. And I don't mean long in terms of number of rooms, I mean literally. It is an elongated... you know, subset, or not subset, the permutation of this run. Oh god, that's pretty poor damage. We're still totally fine, like, especially considering we have 9 lives. It's very tough to imagine a, you know, permutation of this run, I guess that's the word of the day today, that doesn't end in a win. Especially when we also get Spirit Hearts once every 4 rooms, I totally forgot about. And this is why I didn't even hesitate for like a second when it came to picking up, 9 lives. I knew as soon as we went into that room that that was going to be the item for us. It was love at first sight. And the reasoning for that is because there's, you know, the lack of HP is temporary. Glory, though. Sic transit gloria. Glory never fades. I didn't do so well in Latin in high school, mostly because my school didn't offer it, so, you know, it's kind of like a by default sort of deal. Do you presently, if you're, or, well, it doesn't have to be present, it could have been in the past as well. Do you go to a high school that offers Latin? That's like the ultimate test to see if you are living in a good neighborhood. It's like the inverse of Jeff Foxworthy's "You Might Be a Redneck." If your high school teaches Latin, you might be in a good neighborhood. This joke needs a little bit of finesse. If your neighbors leave their blinds open, you might live in a good neighborhood. It's not good. You gotta be able to abandon, bits that don't work. Like my wife! It doesn't work either. I just wanted to reference Borat. Okay, let's head down here. 23 minutes. Are we gonna fight Hush on this one? We've done it like every run recently, so I don't feel bad about saying no. And also, every run is apparently 2 runs, but I really don't feel the need to fight Hush, or that our Hush prospects are really that strong, because we do have we're a little light when it comes to damage. Even though we got the bombs, clearing a room is one thing. Killing Hush is another thing altogether. Oh, this is actually a really good time to come across a regular secret room. We were so off in No Man's Land, I actually thought this was going to be a, oh, wow. I thought it was going to be a second secret room. Instead, it was a gateway to the end of this floor, which is amazing. And It Lives is coming up. This is like a 1 minute. Well, it's going to be slightly more than a minute, but it's not much more than a 1 minute long Womb 2 here, which is really nice. Just time these properly. It's really been a textbook Dr. Fetus run as well. Like, I almost did it right there, which would have been, of course, very much in keeping with the isn't it ironic Alanis Morissette-isms of the show. I was gonna say we very rarely hit ourselves with the Chariot, which I appreciate. And by the Chariot, of course, I mean Dr. Fetus. So we did get our last deal with the devil. No Guppy Dreams. I think you do want to get permanent Polaroid invincibility, though. And we'll head up to the cathedral here, and it looks like we're gonna win 27. What's the next milestone? Honestly, every 10th win is big. Starting from 13, so 13, 23, 33. No, I'm just being an idiot. 20, 30, 40, etc., etc. So 30 is the next big one, and I love that we can sort. Oh, found a secret room. I love that we can sort of talk about this as if people in like sports. They always like every game's a big one. Al Michaels. Yeah, but some games are bigger than others. Let's be honest here. Your game against the Patriots is a little bit more important, with playoff implications than your game against the freaking San Diego Chargers. So let's not act like every game is created equal here. Now, admittedly, the most important run on any streak is the run that kills you. I forgot we got Empty Vessel active here too, but I'm excited to be back in that like double-digit streak level of comfort where I'm like every win, or every win's not that important, and now it's like every 5 wins is important. But let's not get too cocky. That's a recipe for how to accidentally end your life on these runs. Keep in mind, we do have Empty Vessel invincibility occasionally, and that's lovely when it shows up, which is unfortunately all too rarely, but trying to get him to stand inside of the fire here a little bit. That was a very dumb way to handle that. But again, we're lucky enough, considering all the advantages we have here, that it's very tough to kill us effectively. Like, we're tough to kill on this run. It's like that Steven Seagal movie. Machete. Look it up! You're gonna tell me Steven Seagal was not in Machete. But he was in Machete. He played the principal villain, if I recall correctly. How long has it been since I referenced my favorite Steven Seagal quote? We might have a whole new crap. That's what I call my fans. You're all crap. Just throwing that out there. Hey, where you going? No, we might have a whole new crop of Northern Lion fans out here, which is, first off, very flattering. Nice to get to know you. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to like you. Getting to hope you like me. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. That's gotta be from a movie. Like, I know it's an actual song, but it's gotta be from a movie for me to remember it that well. Is it from like a Christopher Guest? Like, is that from Waiting for Guffman or something? Anyway, there's a quote. I forget what movie it's from, but you can Google it based on the quote. I promise you that. Longtime fans probably know what I'm about to say. Steven Seagal sits You know, the camera pans up. He's sitting at the edge of a motel bed watching a small color TV with a politician on it, and he's replaying in his head the conversation. I'll get your money, and you can take that to the bank. And then he looks up, and in his Steven Seagal gruff voice, he says, I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank. Go just search, I'm gonna take you to the bank, comma, the blood bank. You don't have to comment NL sent you. It's not about ego. I just want to share this so bad it's goodism with the world, you know? The so bad it's Cuba Gooding Jr. That's the level we're talking about here. And you're going to appreciate that I didn't just say the quote, that I actually gave it my all. I'm not saying it was a good impression, but I'm going to take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank. I'm not a good Steven Seagal. He actually is even a little bit more dour than that when he says it. And I love it. I'm not even sure it's so bad it's good. It might just be so good it's good. We got Mr. Mega. We also got Pyromaniac, I should say. Pyromaniac is actually not that good for us. It just makes us immune to bombs at this point. If we had a lot of red hearts, it's a guaranteed win. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain. We pretty much have a guaranteed win regardless. But Mr. Mega is a much bigger get for us there. If we'd gotten it earlier, Pyromaniac would have been like, we'd be singing its praises. But in the end, it turns out that we didn't really need it. But I'm happy to have it regardless. I mean, it did save us from taking a couple hits here and there. But, you know, I'm probably also being a little bit more aggressive because we can afford to take the hits, etc., etc. So we got chocolate milk. And, I don't know, we can get to an 18th life or something. I don't know why I thought I'd be immune to that guy. That guy, you know, hey, super gluttony. Sounds like something you would order at a restaurant. When your wife just left you. Give me a super gluttony. And hold the shame. It's a Tom Waits song. Ah! No one's gonna find that as funny as I just did, but I love the idea of someone who's doing a Tom Waits impression having to warm up by sounding like an old fucking industrial ship, like starting the engine up. And they grumble in the moonlight, the tango till they're sore. And we fall out of the window with confetti in my hair, something like that. I can't do that voice for very long. It's worse than like my horrible Macho Man Randy Savage impression. You know, in terms of like actually destroying the lining of my throat that I need to use on a regular basis to talk. But big ups to all you other hipsters out there. All you guys bumping Rain Dogs. 1985's most dour, you know, hobo album of choice during the beautiful month of July. Plenty of sun out there. I fucking hate it. All right. I'm not insulting Tom Waits either. I understand he's a patron saint of vagabonds, which is something that you should say in a Tom Waits voice. Yeah, I'm the patron saint of vagabonds. I'm the prince of paupers. I get down on uppers. I don't know what I'm just doing my best. He's probably a family man now. He is in his 70s, if I remember correctly. Maybe that's a character we can bring on the NLSS. There's no, like, you know, there's no superlative you need to add in front of the Tom Waits impression. It doesn't need to be like, you know, hippie Tom Waits. I think Tom Waits just showing up on the show would be ideal. He could hang out with Sylvester Stallone. Hey, Sylvester. Hey, Kelsey Grammer. Hello, Niles. No, these impressions are... Rest assured, I'm aware that these impressions are terrible, and that's part of the fun. I think the best impression is a bad impression, personally. I'm not impressed with your impressions. But I'm depressed with my regressions. Apparently that's all Tom Waits says in my head is puns. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Can we just, like... I mean, like, I love this run. I'm having a great time. commentary is getting to some colorful areas, which I really appreciate. It's lively, not just punching in the clock here. You know, I am doing my damnedest to provide some entertainment that I hope people are appreciating. Not saying if you know, it's not resonating with you that you're missing out. I'm just saying, you know, I'm giving it my all here. I'm putting a lot of energy into this video, but at the same time, kind of would like this run to be over. I got nothing else to do. I'll probably just record another video after this, but at the same time, you're like, this run is over. We've been killing it the whole time. Could you just give me the light and a oh. As a text-to-speech generator trying to sing Sean Paul. Just give me the light and a oh. Dude, how sick would it be? This is apropos of nothing at all. But how sick would it be if Lou Bega just came out with Mambo number 6 this year? Or if he finally released the basement tapes and we got to hear Mambos 1 through 4. I want it to be like when, you know, Sufjan Stevens is working on a new album. People are like, what state is it gonna be? Is he finally gonna do South Dakota? You'd be like, oh my god, Lou Bega's basement tapes. Mambos. Lou Bega's got a whole new symphony of Mambos coming out. You thought it was just 5? Baby. He runs the whole gamut of Arabic numerals. Some Roman ones too, just to mix it up. For now though, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button, helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.